jumps this thing with his dirt bike. He goes, whoa. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to haul that away. What's up, you guys? Andre here with Jack of All Trades, coming to you straight from the job site today. I started this job yesterday, got the metal. It was in the front. I didn't record over there, but I'll show you guys like the back of the property, what I'm gonna be removing. And let me show you guys what I got loaded so far too. And I'm using the mini skid right there. Right there. Thing's an absolute beast, man. I recorded a small clip like picking up a whole fridge. I'll put it in here. So this is what we got loaded so far. Fridge is right there, big old cabinet right there, and just a bunch of miscellaneous pieces of metal. Bunch of it is rusted because it's been sitting for a very long time. I have removed so much metal from this property, I have even lost count of the dump trailers just because it's been a while ago. But customer also wants this car right here hauled away. It's rusted, falling apart. It got burned I don't know how long ago, maybe a few decades ago. It's got a bunch of cool trucks here. Some are sold, some aren't, and some actually run. This car right here I might end up hauling away. His buddy said he wants it, but he's not picking it up, so we're gonna have to wait on it and find out. This is his attachments for the full-size skid steer. He's got a full-size Bobcat. Not a full-size, but it's not a mini like mine. Probably a medium size, I should say. Also, yeah, there's more cars on this side. Let me show you guys this one right here. Just sitting. I don't even know what brand this is. Kind of looks like a Porsche, but I really don't think it is. See, metal right here. I gotta take that with me today. Put it in the dump trailer. But this is gonna get scrapped. I was going to remove this, but I think the customer wants to keep it, I believe. I don't even know what it is, but I tried to pick it up with the mini skid steer and it will lift it, and it's a big chunky piece. I mean, that machine is awesome. Definitely a game changer on these type of jobs because couldn't do it without it. Some cool attachments from his grandfather or dad. Used to run a field with him. Just sitting though. Cool though. I wouldn't have a use for them. I would just scrap them if I was the one to get them. But he has a big property. He's gonna hold on to it. Bunch of tires over here I got to get rid of. This whole area right here, giant piles of metal. And I mean, it was good metal. I just don't know what to do with it, so scrapped it. I mean, it was full. I think like 2 loads just right here with the top shelf dump trailer that's 15 yards. Actually got this job like a year ago the first time, and I just recently got the dump trailer like that month. So I mean, it was a big job. I think within 3 months, because of this job, I paid that dump trailer off and bought another one. Okay, this car, I think, yeah, his buddy bought this car off him too, so he's gonna hold on to it. But I gotta haul away this bed right here. Obviously gonna have to take the tires off. They won't take them like that. But this bed, so what I'm probably gonna do is bring my flatbed for this boy right here, winch it on, have the customer push with his Bobcat if needed, and then I'll have him pick this up with his Bobcat and put it on top of this, strap it down, take it to the scrapyard. Look at this though. This is awesome. This guy has he runs dirt bikes and he's just having fun, man. He had so many cars back here. He said he's got rid of a bunch, still has some, and look, he built a ramp out of this car. I love this guy. He lives a chiller lifestyle. Like, he hustles, he runs his own business, works for someone full-time as well, but he's killing it, man. I love seeing this type of stuff. And yeah, he built it. Look, he's got hoods over here. What the heck, bro? I look like a Bobcat, but that's a big old cat. Like, this is sick. Imagine, he said he jumps this thing with his dirt bike. He goes, whoa. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to haul that away. I'm gonna have him unbury it with his Bobcat though, because yeah, I don't know how to get it otherwise. There was a bunch of metal over here too, got hauled off in this area. He cleared this area pretty nicely, pushed dirt around. There was a car that was just on frame. I didn't have a flatbed trailer back then, so what I did is I cut the car in half with the Sawzall. He picked it up with his Bobcat, put it straight in the dump trailer. And there was a trailer all the way on the other side, did the same thing. I love this guy. His name's Nick. Super chill guy, man. Only if every customer was this cool. I also did something extremely cool on this property. Probably my most fun job with the mini skid steer. Basically, he had an underground pool full of motors, you know, old school type of fireplaces and all that type of stuff. It was just like a bunch of heavy metal that was buried underground. Not buried, but there was a pool. They put a shop on top of it. Mini skid steer drove in there, and it was like kind of up a hill like this, and I was just grabbing stuff with a grapple and loading it in the dump trailer. So much fun. That was an awesome job. So I just ripped the back out of this truck. I'm gonna try to rip more out with the mini skid without cutting anything, and we'll see how it goes. I tried to push it and I ripped it off. I already put it in the dump trailer. I'll set up a tripod and show you guys kind of. I might be struggling though, because it might not do it, but it ripped out this chunky piece right here. Sucks having a 4-foot wall dump trailer when you got a mini though. Can't wait for my 3-foot wall one. Barely reaches over, but yeah, I'll fix it up. Let me zoom out. This piece right here, pretty heavy. Try to pick up some by hand because there's a bunch of loose stuff, and just put it in the grapple. I'm gonna have to come back and do another load of wood. There's a bunch of wood, maybe even 2 loads. You see these old poles over here? They want them gone, so I got the mini skid for that mostly, to pick them up. I'll cut them in half with a chainsaw and then haul them because they are heavy. Can't do that stuff by hand. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, they have more metal over here. I gotta grab that today. I'll bring the mini over here and just grab it. A little bit there. Those pallets gotta go. The metal here. Gonna have to come back, get tires as well. I'm gonna dig this out though. Quite a bit over there too. A lot of this metal has been sitting for super long, so it is buried, but I'm taking whatever I can see, and even just the stuff that's like just underground, I'll take them. But there's no way you can take every single piece because some are really deep because they've been buried with dirt on top over the years. People didn't recycle back then, or I don't know, but they would just collect it and leave it and let it decompose, I guess. Super easy to use, one hand. So I dug out some metal, put it in the grapple. I'm gonna squish it soon and take off. But let me show you guys what I found over here. It's like a whole stove, but it's buried. So I'm gonna get a strap and try to strap around it, and hopefully I can pull it out. If not, it's gonna have to stay. Yeah, a lot of stuff is buried out here. I'm removing this pile from pretty far, all the way around that corner. Gonna have to back up or something because I can't dump with the grapple like that. I'll back up and I'll be able to dump straight down. everything. It's just too tall, which sucks because I can't crush stuff down with a grapple. But with the 3-foot walls, you can do that. It's just so high off the ground due to the 4-foot walls. So I hooked up the strap to the toughest point, I believe, of this stove. And hopefully the Mini will just pull it out backwards. Pretty big hole down there. So I don't even know how big it is, but I'll find out right now. Brought a chain too, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Oh, it's not big. Should we pull forward? Shout out to the homies that do tree work, man. They taught me this trick with the rope. I mean, you don't have to make any knots. Super solid. You kind of loop it around and then you just tie it to the teeth. Easy. Because if you tie it up, when you pull this type of stuff out, it'll put a lot of pressure on it, and you're going to be spending time untying it. Super cool trick. I don't even know what this is. But the machine pulled it out easy, but to pull this out by hand, it will be a pretty good challenge. Because it was straight up buried. Let's see. Yeah. I'll pick up the tiny pieces of metal, man. That's a pretty big hole. Hopefully there's no copperheads. Sketchy out here. You get bit and you're on your own, you're gonna be laying down over here. Alright, so I got the dump trailer loaded down with all the small pieces around the property that I found. I'm sure there's more, but when I take the cars, I'll just toss them in the cars. But I'm going to go recycle this before they close. Got to put the tarp on it. You could fit more in here if you cut these things with the Sawzall, but there's just no more metal pieces that I see visible. So I'm just going to call it and take it like this. Plus, I need to charge all my batteries. I forgot to charge them on my Sawzall. I pulled up to one of the biggest scrap yards in the area. They pay the best here, but this is not a heavy load, unfortunately. I think it's less than a ton. Just bulky. Scrap has gone down pretty bad. I mean, this scrapyard is still paying okay, $7.75 per 100 pounds, but the one I typically go to, I get around $6, sometimes less. So this one pays $7.75 and I got $110.05. Not too bad. The Mini clears pretty good from the back. I'm loading concrete, wood right now, bricks, all of that. See, I like how it holds on the grapple. Yeah, it's gonna be a heavy load right here, mixed with a little bit of dirt too. The customer gets a lot of pallets for his business, so he decided to make some garden beds out of them, but they're not holding up, so he said just trash them. Some more over here, and then I'm collecting all the broken blocks. Like this one right here, I'm gonna grab because it's not complete. I'm gonna pull the truck back, and then I'll pull around with the Mini from this side because there's not enough space right now. Got a nice little grab with the grapple. Let's see if I can dump it with one hand. So I'm gonna pick it up. Woo! Dusty. Yeah, not as smooth as two hands. This Ford really does not like having this dump trailer behind it when it's not on concrete. I was on 4x4 low, but without being locked, and started spitting out, so I had to lock it. Hate it because it's gonna toss mud everywhere and another thing to clean, but once I lock it, it's perfectly fine. Check it out. Perfect. Needs to be locked, I don't know why. Some more pallets on this side, but I don't think all of them are gonna fit. I'll have to come back, but I have to grab more wood either way, so I'll be okay. Alright, so I got this job all done and wrapped up. For now, I'm gonna have to come back and do more loads, but for today, that's gonna be it. Did 2 loads from here today. 800 bucks payday, not bad. It's not my ideal number. Ideally, I want to be at 1,000, but $800 is still a win. Anything over 500 bucks for me is pretty good, but you know, it all depends on what you're doing and what you're hauling away, obviously. But for me, I'm really happy with the money I made today, so can't complain. If you guys enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.